I, I asked you about the blue check. You know what I'm saying? You can get a blue check and be verified
Oh,
because that is the new thing. You know what I'm saying? Since the last time I had an episode, since then, Elon Musk, he owns Twitter now. How do you feel about Elon Musk and this Twitter thing and these checks? And Twitter is like a super hornball site now. Everything is going on Twitter. Movies,
yeah.
episodes, everything is just turning up on Twitter. It was about to get canceled. So what do you think about Twitter?
Well, first of all, Elon tried to like.
He definitely said.
Look, he feel me. He feels the vibe. Like, I don't really see the purpose of buying a blue check, but that's like capitalism 101. Like, people will just buy stuff. People will just spend money just because like it didn't give you any more power on Twitter just to have a blue check. So and Twitter, then now official people like real celebrities or real corporations and stuff, they have a gray check. It's like they still have a blue one, but then whenever they tweet, a gray one comes up right above the tweet and it says official. So it's like, what was the point of buying a blue check if now
you're not verified for real?
Yeah, like it's different, like telling the difference between this person bought theirs and this person didn't.
So are you with Elon on Twitter? Like, do you rocking with it? He's unbanning people. He's doing that. Like, how do you think Twitter, for somebody who's been the user of Twitter, how do you think Twitter is now compared to how it was when you first got on it?
Twitter for me used to be way more fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and I hate to like bring him up, but I think once like Trump came in, people started getting more and more opinionated and buying the blue check. Exactly. Like you were supposed to like that shows some exclusivity, like that you were a certain individual. Now it's just like I saw somebody I know like.
It's a couple people I know.
And I'm like, y'all really
I'm like, I don't know what you need to validate, sir.
Yeah.
Man, but it's like verified meant that you had to work for your check. You know what I'm saying? You had to get to that point where you got a check for a reason you had.
Exactly.
And they've been with giving out checks. I think that culture comes from Instagram, giving out checks. That's where it started, buying the blue check. People who are just nobodies have blue checks. But I don't know, man. That blue check thing is I'm not with it.
It's so corny. Like you used to, I know like a couple of people who ended up with blue checks. And they were like regular people, but it's the fact, and it was mostly females. There was a couple, I'm not gonna say most, there was a couple of females that I saw this happen to.
Okay.
But they were able to get blue checks because enough people were making fake accounts of them. So I was like, that kind of makes sense because, you got people making fake accounts. You can't have that going on. Using their pictures and all. And like, it's the difference between it happening once or twice, or you type in a person's name and it's 20 accounts coming up with a variation of their name or whatever. So, but my thing with Twitter is the reason I hate Twitter. Now, I don't hate it. I just have a strong dislike for it sometimes just because people became super opinionated and people's opinions are dumb as shit. Yeah. Like they really are. And I know like somebody may think my opinion, somebody may look at me and say, my opinion was just dumb as shit of what I just said out of my mouth. And that's fine. Great.
Do you feel like it's certain types of people on Twitter? Because I feel like some people tweet to be opinionated, like or they tweet a certain way for a response or a dialogue. You know
of course. And I think like sometimes those can be healthy dialogues, and sometimes we need
for sure.
Have certain conversations or whatever. It keeps things interesting. You get there. I've learned a lot from Twitter just off based upon people's viewpoints. It opened up my mind sometimes the things I used to disagree with. But now I'm like, oh, okay, like I get it. I see their points, and now I can take that knowledge and use it somewhere else. But people are just dumb. Another reason I'm not the biggest fan of Twitter, I can open up Twitter at any moment and see somebody's butthole wide open, or I can see somebody getting murdered. I don't want to see either one of those, to be honest, as soon as I open up an app. And it's like hard to filter through some of that stuff. So it's just like, But as far as Elon, I think
it'd be like, give me them buns. Look, you're clocking in to work at 8 o'clock in the morning. You open Twitter just to this look.
Bruh.
Buns. All you hear is smack, smack, slurp, slap.
You know the videos, and it don't happen as often, but like the videos where it'll be like a music video and they'll put like a moaning sound over it. Yes, and I'll be like, bruh. I had that happen in church before.
Oh my God!
Hey, I accidentally clicked the video, and it was a regular video, but the first time you heard was like I was like, oh no.
My God!
Hey, that too.
movie spoilers.
Hey, Tone.
Twitter is wild. I can't lie. The memes though.
Oh no, see, that's why I like Twitter for the funnies.
The memes take stuff to the next level on Twitter. I can't fake it all. That's what keeps me on Twitter more than memes. You know what I'm saying? More than anything. I'm like you said, like I don't take Twitter seriously, man, and to get a blue check or anything like that. I mean, I feel like I felt like I really grew up on Twitter as well, and it just was a whole different place than what it is now.
It used to be so peaceful and fun. It felt like community. You remember when people used to go to Twitter jail?
People used to go on each other, but it was more rare. It wasn't as bad.
It was funny. People like really be saying some foul stuff. They go find your mama, your daughter, your son, man, your auntie, grandma.
You could do something on Instagram. If it gets to Twitter, they're gonna find your job. They're gonna find where you live. They're gonna find everybody you work for. They're gonna find your cousins and call them and tell them, yeah, that's why we're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
No, but the thing about Twitter is the most pump faking site because people don't really step. Don't really step. Sometimes they can get you fired. They're more aggressive, like getting you fired through the internet. But in real life, it don't be the same response at all. Oh, we got some comments right here. What do y'all think of Twitter Spaces? I mean, I've seen a couple, but you know, I don't. Like I said, I don't really get involved in any. I really feel like I'm on social media only because I need a platform to push what I'm doing right now. If I didn't have to push anything that I do, I would not be on it. But let's go ahead. What do you get on Twitter Spaces?
I don't like on Twitter memes too. The Twitter Spaces thing, and it's all based upon the people you follow at the end of the day. But like the people I follow put up kind of nonsense Twitter Spaces. Like I've seen a couple about like shows and stuff that are currently on, and that's fine. But then like I follow one girl who's like, how do I want to word this? Like a known Instagram not nice lady, for lack of better terms. And like she'll make Twitter Spaces about her not so great nice lady things. And so I just be like, but people go and join it. You know, she has a big following, so she could talk about nothing and people will go and join. So I guess it's like something for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't really I can't just sit and listen to people talk. I need to like see you. Like I'd rather like watch a podcast than listen to Twitter Spaces. I hop into some spaces but wants to speak. Yeah. And see, like that's based upon like the people you follow. Like you follow people who you can get in there and speak your piece. The people I follow talk about junk. Or just stuff I'm not gonna call everybody junk, just stuff I'm not interested in. They just talk
about anything, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, nah, I definitely feel like that. But one thing they should be talking about is my new single out right now, Ant-Man and the Wasp, produced by Energy Beats, out right now on all platforms, especially Pap Brady. Turn up.
So much